Hey guys, it's Roscoe on the Space Couch today. Something a little bit different. This, the King Emperor's Jubilee of 1935. I picked this up in Westerham last year because I do enjoy historical things about the royal family. So obviously the King Emperor in question was George V and Queen Mary, who ruled, as you can see, from 1910 to 1935. Absolutely fascinating, you know, really is a vanished world from a century ago. Here's some of the pictures from it. Obviously, there is Edward VII, George V, and obviously Edward VIII on there, for instance. Let's see what else we have. Yeah, some stuff, obviously, from the war. I mean, this book would have been very expensive at the time. I mean, it's a real, as they say, coffee table. So let's see what else we have in here. Proclamation by the King Emperor at Delhi. I believe when he was first, when he first succeeded to the throne, him and the Queen, they went to India for the Dunbar, which is like, I guess, the inauguration of them over there. You know, the acknowledgement by all of the local princes that George V and Queen Mary were the superior ones as the head of the British Empire. Absolutely fantastic. I mean, I do like the royal family. I'm not a massive fan of forelock togging, as you can probably guess from my channel, but it is really interesting. Here's some more pictures here. This will be more about, I guess, the lead up to the First World War. Fascinating, these pictures. I mean, the very beginnings of the real industrial society with, well, warfare on an industrial scale, obviously from the First World War. But the manner of clothing is still very 19th century, that Victorian Edwardian era. I mean, they'd only just had planes flying, you know. I mean, think of everything that's happened in the last 100 years, just from technology. The British Empire, that is long gone, and not mourned either, let me tell you. So let's see, who else have we got here? I'm sure there's one of Princess Elizabeth somewhere. I must find it. Well, well, there's one with, well, they were the Duke and Duchess of York at the time, obviously, George VI and the Queen Mother, with, obviously, the King there. So, yeah, 1935, the Silver Jubilee. Obviously, the very next year, His Majesty passed away. There's the splendour of the state coach. I mean, that's a silver plate there. That's really pretty. So yes, and Edward VIII came to the throne, and we all know what happened with that, unfortunately. Well, fortunately, I suppose, that he wasn't king during the war. Let me see, what else do we have? The Royal Derby Day in 1934. Like I said, absolutely fascinating as a piece of social history, because obviously things are very different now. Yep, there is the king with his 3 sons, 2 of whom became kings themselves. The other one would be the Duke of Kent, I guess. Let's see. The king at the wheel of his yacht. Yeah. Absolutely fascinating. It really is. I mean, I've had a good look through this a few times, and I really do enjoy it. The royal family, a lot of this is about the work they did during the First World War. You know, I think, what was it? Some of the younger members of the royal family were complaining about having to go to the hospitals to see the wounded soldiers, some of whom obviously had incredibly disfiguring injuries. And she was saying, we love hospitals. As you can see, yes, they're always at hospitals. That is the royal family from Edward VII, well, from Victoria, Edward VII, George V. They really moulded the current royal family. Obviously, Her Majesty the Queen, the current Queen, Elizabeth II, Grandpa England, I think she called George V, and she has taken all the duties and responsibilities very seriously, from how she saw him doing, and obviously how her father, George VI, took the office as well. So yes, I thought I would just share this with you. Just a fascinating piece of social history, different from what I normally have on the Space Couch, but as you know, I'll read anything. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed that little thing of something different for May the 4th day. Please subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed this content. Leave me a comment or suggestion for an upcoming topic you'd like to see discussed. I like the video.